Sci-Five number 5. I'm your host, Chris Shea-Kurek. On Sci-Five, we talk about 5 technological and scientific innovations that happened this week. This week, we'll be talking about physics of brain development, Luxembourg's plans for space development, and a potential cure for bedbugs. Until recently, scientists have not known why human brains form as they do. There are folds that are well known to contribute to high intelligence, awareness, and memory due to the increase of surface area. The study this week in the Journal of Nature Physics gives us a clue as to how our brains developed in this manner. Till now, the only known way to study human brain development would be to extract the brain in the process, which for most of us we would consider barbaric and amoral. In the new study, the research group from Harvard University and Finland's University created a 3D printed material to simulate cochlear growth. As it turns out, it's just a matter of simple physics and math. As the brain expands, sublayers generate compressive stress, leading to mechanical folding in the cortex. Through this study, we hope to understand what causes neurodevelopment disorders like schizophrenia and autism. Researchers at the Museum of Natural History have accomplished sequencing the DNA of the New York bedbug. Throughout history, bedbugs have been a severe problem in urban areas and through spreading disease. Bedbugs are an ancient species and are nearly as resilient as cockroaches. The primary issue we humans have with them is their ability to bite and feed without causing pain in the process, making it difficult to detect and eliminate them. In their study, scientists mapped 38,000 genes of the bedbug and found more than 1,500 genes that make up specific bacteria living within them. These species of bacteria are essential for their growth and reproduction. Without them, they cannot survive. If we create specific antibodies, we might be able to combat their spreading. Researchers at Zurich, Switzerland have developed the world's smallest integrated optical switch. As both wired and mobile communications data volume requirement are increasing about 50% each year, new technologies are required to sustain the current growth rate. The new switch is based on a voltage conduction displacement of a single silver atom held between platinum plates. If a ray of light shown on the silver atom is at the right frequency, it will cut the connection between the 2 points. At current, the micromodular is 10 micrometers across, 10,000 times smaller than other modular commercial uses. This type of transistor can transfer data far faster than 32-bit connections. Advances like these allow for far more compact and faster data distribution and continue the trends of Moore's law. Last year, Microsoft created Project Nikkei, a revolutionary new idea that allowed for a prototype data center to be placed under the ocean. The current project electronics brought up from the depths now are covered in algae and bacteria. However, its internals have stayed cool and dry. Unlike traditional data centers that require large amounts of electricity to stay cool, undersea systems sustain an average temperature of 32 degrees all year. Another unexpected benefit is that nearly half of the world's population live within 200 kilometers of the ocean, meaning that underwater data centers can provide much faster connectivity to those parts of the world. Microsoft has plans for building far more underground and underwater terminals this year. Finally, we'll look at Luxembourg's plans for investment in space mining. Luxembourg's government announced its plans to create a framework for exporting resources far beyond Earth's atmosphere. Along with the legal troubles of having ownership in space, massive technological hurdles will be needed to address. Despite these challenges, material extraction and space mining is on the verge of becoming a reality as 2 US-based companies prepare to help Luxembourg's investment in space metal a reality. Potential candidate asteroids have been selected for their rare earth metal like gold, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. In total, there are some 1,500 asteroids that have been selected as easily accessible. One of the U.S. backers, Deep Space Industries, prepares for its first of its four-step process in its patented new mining and manufacturing facilities. I look forward to seeing just how far Luxembourg is willing to invest and how far we'll go to get metal from space. That's all for this week. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time on Sci-Five.